What's up, Zig fam? I'm Jem, and you're watching Builder Spotlight, the series where we sit down with the actual builders creating the future of on-chain wealth on ZigChain. Now, here's something fascinating. Before ZigChain existed, before we had this vision of decentralized wealth infrastructure, there was already a platform quietly revolutionizing how everyday people invest in crypto. That platform is Zignaly. Today, I'm joined by Matthias Kuros, a customer success lead at Zignaly, the OG profit sharing platform that didn't inspire ZigChain. It literally became the blueprint for fair, accessible wealth creation. Welcome to our show, Builder Spotlight. Matthias, how are you?
Hi guys, nice to have you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, it's thank you very much. Great to see you here. Okay, guys, think about it for a second. While everyone was building copy trading platforms that favored whales and early movers, Signal said, "What if we only get paid when you make money?" That simple idea has now empowered hundreds of thousands of users worldwide. So Matthias has been there through it all, from those early days of proving that performance-only fees could actually work, to today where Signal offers everything from DeFi vaults to Sharia-compliant real-world assets. So buckle up because we are about to dive deep into the story behind the platform that proved decentralized wealth isn't just possible, it's profitable. So, Matthias, you have been at Signal through some incredible growth. I want to take our viewers back to the beginning. What was the aha moment when you realized this wasn't just another trading platform, but something that could fundamentally change how people build wealth?
Okay, I think there was multiple of those aha moments along the way. I've been working on Signally for 5 years, but Signally is here since 2018. So I joined the company uh, when there was already a product. In fact, when I joined Signally, profit sharing, the first version of profit sharing, had 3 months old. We launched profit sharing, the first version, November 2020, and I joined Signally in February 2021. I think the first aha moment was on that summer, on summer of 2021, when we realized that, okay, we have something very, very strong here, very powerful, but we need to improve quality of traders, quality of services inside there. We see that, okay, trading is not the answer. Um, so we try to change and modify the requirements to be listed in the marketplace make it more exclusive, more difficult, to have better services or strategies to offer to the community. Um, that moment, I think, was the first aha moment because we had the product validated and we saw that we have way more to grow. And that was the spark that started triggering us the idea of, okay, we need to add more things that are not trading or crypto trading. And that was the first aha moment for SIG chain, for real world assets, DeFi, and all that came later. In November 2022, December 2022, we launched the current version that we have, uh, without some things improved over these 3 years. But the concept, the technology, and especially the accounting system, which is the cornerstone of our technology, it remains the same. And this is the key cornerstone that is going to allow us to build the DeFi version that we will have on SigChain.
Yeah. So what strikes me about that story is like most fintech companies start by serving the wealthy and then try to trickle down to the retail. But Zignaly flipped that script entirely. So let's talk about the profit sharing versus traditional copy trading. I've seen so many people get burned by copy trading. They follow a guru, hit slippage issues, and get terrible fields and end up losing money even when the original trader profits. How does Zignaly's profit sharing model solve this?
Okay, I will answer that, but let me give you a fun fact. When we start with profit sharing, the concept of profit sharing was not used. You try to find profit sharing online and you didn't find anything. The concept of a pooled account like we are doing now was something new, weird. The people in crypto was not doing that. We were the first ones doing this. And right now, multiple huge exchanges are integrating this type of technology. Why? Because it works, because it solves the problems of copy trading.
Yeah.
The biggest problem of copy trading is based on the order book. Okay, when you have an order book and you have multiple followers, each one of those orders needs to be executed one by one. So the difference in results between the trader, that is the first one entering into the position, and the last of the investors, it might be very different. So that's the first thing that we managed to solve. The second thing is sometimes there are some very good strategies that require $10,000, $20,000 in order to start working. So it's the minimum money that you need to have in order to manage that strategy or run that strategy. Since this is a pooled account, maybe you are investing $1,000 or $500, but that investment on your side is pulled together with the trader and other investors, and you exceed that limit. So what we managed to do with profit sharing is three things. First, we remove the difference in the results between the investors and the wealth manager or the trader in copy trading. Uh, we did the things simple and transparent. The trader will not make money if the investor is not making money, and we are not going to make money if the trader and the investor is making money. And the third thing, we did this scalable. With copy trading, you cannot scale. You can scale up to one point because when you have more than 50, 70, 100 followers, depending on the type of pairs that you are trading, if you are trading Bitcoin, probably you will be able to have those 100 investors following you and will have the same results. But if you are trading shitcoins or not even shitcoins, but mid caps with not too many market cap in an exchange, probably with 20, 25, 30 investors, the results between the investors will be huge. So with this, we solve all that. You are managing a small crypto hedge fund. You are free to do whatever you want inside of course, the the trading rules of the exchange, and you cannot withdraw the funds of the investors and blah blah blah. But you are managing and controlling the strategy of that.
Yeah. So uh, I think we have covered profit sharing, but Zignaly has become much more than that. When I look at the marketplace now, I see DeFi products, share compliant investments, even white label solutions. Can you please walk me through this evolution? Was this always the master plan, or did user demand drive these expansions?
Okay, there are some parts that were planned since the beginnings in that aha moment that I mentioned before, that we need more than that crypto trading, uh, and we need to add more things that are uncorrelated and don't depend of the cycles of the market, because in bear market, if you depend on trading strategies, not all the trading strategies work well on bear market. Some
Mhm.
of them they do, but maybe not with the same level of performance or profitability that it could generate during the bull market. So we want to have something that can generate a sustainable result or income for the investors. Doesn't matter the market condition. That's the aim, that's the goal. And for that, we need diversification. We need to go outside crypto. We need to go out even outside the traditional markets, because the easy choice and what some exchanges are doing, they are mixing stocks and
Yeah.
crypto, and they call that two different assets. And in fact, they are, but they have a certain level of correlation. And if the S&P is crashing, probably crypto is going to crash too. So we want more diversification. So that was the part that was planned. At some point, have this type of product, those DeFi and real world asset products that we are introducing now, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, because as you know, we don't have publicly open the mainnet yet. When we start having that, we will start adding more and more and more and more options. And not just that, when we launch the profit sharing 3 version, that is the next one that is going to be built on top of the blockchain. In that moment, the services, the strategies that are on DeFi and real world assets will not just be run by us or by partners that we have dealt with. It's we will open the option for the investors to create their own strategies on DeFi. In the same way that they are doing it now with crypto trading, they are going to do it with a DeFi. Maybe you are amazing in farming. You will be able to go to AutoSwap, create a farming strategy in AutoSwap, and launch on a strategy based on that, and multiple more things. So the amount of possibilities that we will introduce in that version of profit sharing is going to be massive. But since we have a lot of requirements of white level solutions over the time, and in 2023 there was a particular situation when we had 3 companies at the same time in the same month requesting use our technology but without white level. We managed to close 2 of those deals in that moment, and those were the first 2 white levels that we had. It was We were not planning to go into the B2B business, but was the situation, and then we keep evolving. Right now, the B2B part is a massive branch of the business and generating a lot of revenue, because this is important in the crypto ecosystem. We are a company that generates revenue. So right now, that's a huge piece of the pie. And you say, okay, how this is going to impact SigChain? The white levels will have a massive impact on SigChain, because they are using our technology, and our technology is going to be built on top of SigChain. And SigChain, the AUM are going to be TVL. So it's going to generate a direct TVL. And it's not evil TVL, it's an active TVL that is going to be constantly moving, generating revenue for the protocols that are going to be involved in those strategies. So it's a massive inflow of capital for the ecosystem. And the good thing is they are each Y level is worried on attract as many AUMs as possible. So it's like you have multiple communities and teams that are thinking all the time on bringing more AUM to their product that is built on top of your blockchain. So it's part of the entire ecosystem, and it's going to be a key piece of the ecosystem.
Yeah, so it's really massive what you told. So I think many chains dreams can be this one. Like the active TVL is something that maybe many of those chains are dreaming something like that. I think, and Zig chain has it from day one. So also the Sharia compliant RWAs caught my attention. That's serving a massive undeserved market. But let's address the elephant in the room. We are in crypto, an industry where your funds are safe, have become punchlines after FTX, countless rug pulls, and DeFi exploits. What do users want the most? Like, how does Signal reassure them?
Um, can you repeat the last part because it was a little bit low
Yeah,
and
sure, sure. So many customers, many crypto users are like having the drug pools, like the situations like FTX and DeFi exploits. So, what do users worry about most? How does Signally reassure them against this?
okay, we take the security very serious. For that, we have licenses. We right now we're working on with two exchanges that are two of the biggest one out there, Binance and Bybit. So when you are investing in one of those strategies, the funds are not being custodian by us, are inside of those exchanges. So if something happened to those exchanges, the entire market is going to crash.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
so if that happened, you are not going to be safe investing or not on Signal. But jokes aside, no, we use top exchanges. We are not planning to add more exchanges, at least for now. We are focused at 100% on DeFi, and there is going to be um, everything on chain with traceable wallets and with smart contracts. So in terms of security, that's all the things that we can do in order to provide transparency and be as compliant as possible with our licenses for the investors as possible.
Yeah. So Signal is a Binance broker partner with Safu
Yes,
Insurance, and you use Fireblocks for institutional custody, and
yes.
you have some regulatory licenses also. So here is what I find fascinating about Signal's trajectory also. Started as a standalone platform, but now deeply integrated with ZigChain. For our viewers who might not understand the connection, can you please paint us a picture of what this integration means for their daily financial life in, say, in 2 years from now?
Okay. I think I already answered this in
Yeah,
some
so
way
so.
in my previous question, but my previous answer. But yes, the integration, what is going to allow you is to have a marketplace that is going to provide the investors a 360 degrees type of investments, real world assets, Sharia compliant. You want to invest in a strategy that run on stocks, you can. You want to invest in a trading strategy, you can. You want to invest in market neutral strategies. For the people who don't know what a market neutral strategy is, it's a strategy that doesn't have volatility in the chart, but is very, very consistent, can generate 8%, 10%, 12% per year, but without drawdown. You want to invest in those, you will be able to do it. You want to invest in real world asset strategy in a building or a project that you will be able to do it. Or in fact, you will be able to combine all of them into your own personalized diversified portfolio and be covered with all the markets and all the possible scenarios and generate a passive income. Signally is the wealth engine for the wealth generation ecosystem that SigChain is building.
Yeah, that vision of tokenized assets is and compliant RWAs directly accessible to retail, and that's not just the incremental improvement. That's potentially reshaping how we think about investment access entirely. All right, so I'm gonna come to the final questions. Someone's watching this right now. Maybe they've been burned by other platforms. Maybe they are completely new to the crypto investing. They are thinking, Should I actually try this? What would surprise them most about the actual experience of using Zignaly?
Okay, in here, one of the main difference that you will have between Signally and a regular copy trading platform, or even the ones that are trying to introduce profit sharing in today's ecosystem, in today's market, um, we are complete transparent. And by transparency, I mean the equity curve that you will see in all the services that we have in the marketplace is the equity, is not the result of the closed positions. So this means that you will see the actual drawdown and the performance of the account in the chart, something that multiple platforms only show you the closed position. So you have traders that don't close losing positions, so the chart is perfect. With that, we don't do that. We show everything. The second thing that you need to take into consideration is that we show the entire track record. Multiple platforms only show you the last 180 days or 6 months. You will have traders in our marketplace that have 4 years of track record. Entire bull market, entire bear market, and the bull market again. You can see the entire performance. So in that sense, we are providing you different tools. We are including now real world assets, Sharia compliance. In not too much time, we will have other kind of real world asset strategies. Uh, and we have market neutral strategy. We have one that is called Falcon, that is a market neutral strategy. You see that chart and it's perfectly 45 degrees chart without drawdown, but it's generating 10% a year. So it's for another profile. And more things that I cannot go too much into detail.
So I think there will be a surprise like in the coming days, also
Yes.
for Zignally. Can you
Yes.
mention of how you can? I don't know, but
Yes.
it will be a
Yeah.
surprise
I,
for us. But can you please first time
I
explain
can
that?
give you a small uh, preview
Wow.
of what is coming. We're going to introduce a feature that we have been trying to add to the platform for 4 years. And during Bali, we had, I think the picture of Tole riding in the window of the hotel was over Twitter and everything, and it's regarding this. We are going to introduce finally the indexes. An index is basically a profit sharing service that invests in other profit sharing services. So with this, we are going to offer an easy one-click button solution to already prove and working diversified portfolios that invest in the actual services that are in the marketplace, but without you needing to know which one is good one, which one is correlated to which, and don't need to worry about anything. You just click there, you invest in that, and you're investing in a basket of service that will allow you to have way more consistent results with less volatility and with amazing returns. And mark my words, the results are amazing. We have already the index done. We are not opening this yet, but it's very soon. We are right now working with closed doors and giving access to some power users.
Wow. Wow. Really, I love that answer because it gets to the heart of what we are building here, removing the barriers between people and wealth creation opportunities. Thank you very much for joining us, Matthias. It is a pleasure hosting you here.
Bye, guys.
Okay, and that ZigFam is the Signal story, but there is the bigger picture. What Matthias and the team built wasn't just a successful platform; it was proof of concept for everything ZigChain represents today. Think about it. Signally proved that you could create fair, transparent, and profitable wealth infrastructure that serves everyone, not just for the wealthy. They showed that performance only fees aren't just ethical; they're sustainable. They demonstrated that you could bridge traditional finance and crypto without sacrificing security and compliance. Now, that same DNA is powering an entire blockchain designed for decentralized wealth. What started as one platform's mission to democratize crypto investing has become the foundation for a global financial ecosystem. The future of wealth isn't just decentralized, it's fair, it's accessible, and thanks to platforms like Zignaly, it's already here and working. So if you want to experience this for yourself, head over to Signal right now. Start with just maybe $10 and see how the simplest investment experience can also be the most powerful. The links in the description. And hey, if you're building something that could be featured on Builder Spotlight, slide into our DMs. We're always looking for the next innovators shaping the future of on chain wealth. Until next time, keep following us for more information. Bye. Thank you very much, Matthias. It's really